Hi, I'm Joe, and let's take a look at one of the hardest questions on respiratory quotients in OCR A-level biology. We're given some data here about two cookies, and they have been used as a respiratory substrate in maggots. And we are told that for cookie number 1, 13.3 centimetres cubed per minute of carbon dioxide is produced. And the rate of consumption of oxygen is 13.6. We then have a second cookie which has a rate of carbon dioxide production of 13.0 and a rate of oxygen consumption of 13.9. So how on earth do we work out which cookie has got the most amount of protein? Well, it's all about respiratory quotient. And remember, our respiratory quotient is equal to the volume of carbon dioxide produced divided by the volume of oxygen. So we're going to work out our respiratory quotient for each cookie. Starting with cookie number 1, we're going to have 13.3 over 13.6, and our respiratory quotient for cookie number 1 is 0.98. For cookie number 2, we're going to take our volume of carbon dioxide produced over our volume of oxygen consumed, and our respiratory quotient for cookie number 2 is 0.94. This question is worth 3 marks, and you are going to get one of your marks for calculating that respiratory quotient. Next, we need to work out what this means in terms of protein content. If you have a respiratory quotient of 1, that means that you are using carbohydrates as your respiratory substrate. The closer that number is to 1, the more carbohydrates there are available. So, cookie number 2 is our protein cookie. It has a lower respiratory quotient, which means that it must contain more protein as more oxygen is required to break down that protein before it can be used for respiration. Follow for more tips in exam questions like these.